Like many people, I considered candles to be a relic of a forgotten time, or for hippies, or for people who need to mask the stench of their room. I'm not saying which one I am, but I can confirm that the candle I got only smelled nice when unlit. Shame, but regardless, it has changed my life. It starts off looking so perfect and tall. I love to lick its smooth, cold exterior and to caress my fingers over its greasy wax, before using a lighter to kindle the wick. I didn't know how long candles lasted. I assumed that they were kind of like a slow version of those cartoony dynamite fuses, visibly burning down over short periods, lasting an hour or two at best. I couldn't have been more wrong. 90 hours. 90 hours! And I can confirm that to be the case. It's but one tiny flame, depending on the amount of exposed wick, but it creates a surprising amount of light and heat. I love watching the black stem glow red on the ends, like some horrible rash. I watch the shadows dance about in my room, and I find the orange glow soothing and comforting in those early hours of the morning. Why did we ever get rid of these brilliant things? As the storms have been raging, the idea of a candle has given me confidence. Even in the event of a blackout, that one light will continue to shine no matter what. Well, okay, that's a bit of an overstatement. It's not easy being a flame when you're sharing a room with me. I'm constantly poking at it like I've never seen a fire before. I bully it, blow it about and dip things into it. I love watching it cut through floss with a puff of smoke, and I'm sure I've nearly set fire to the room on a number of occasions. As the candle slowly melts away, things occasionally happen. One side may melt before the other, and I try to restore balance to the world. Any wax that drips down the side is snapped off and fed back into the flame. I've drowned the wick in melted wax before, and I've had to scrape it away to relight it. I've burned the wax and been left with a murky black sediment. That was a dark day, literally, and I had to cut it all off and start the candle again lower down. Not that any of it goes to waste. No, there's a larger fire downstairs, and chucking wax on that leads to a long, bright, smoky display. It's a sight to behold. And then there's putting out the flame. I still haven't mastered the art of putting it out with my fingers. I tend to end up dipping them in the molten wax below, then spend ages peeling it off my hands like PVC. Occasionally I've picked up the candle to fondle it when the wax is still hot and I've gotten some on my clothes. I don't think it will ever come out again. And then you get that candly smell. It's distinctive and can be overpowering as I lie there in my bed trying to get to sleep. It's as if it's whispering to me, convincing me to light the candle again. How could I refuse such a polite candle? And now, my first candle is coming to an end. What will happen? Will it melt down through the bottom like Chernobyl? Will the wick stop before that to try and prevent a fire hazard? Only time will tell. And then I can start on these other ones.